Hello, my name is Bill Richards. I'm running for the State House seat for the 100 District, which is Lake, Newaygo, and Oceana counties. I live on a 20-acre hobby farm here in Barton Township in Newaygo County. I want to give you folks a brief background of my working career and my education. I am retired from the Michigan Department of Corrections. My last facility I worked at was the Lake County TRV, which is a parole camp, and I worked as a supervisor for work crews in Lake and Newaygo counties. I have 24 years of military service, 4 in the Navy as a member of Underwater Demolition Team 21, and 20 years in the National Guard. I retired as a Sergeant First Class E7 as an infantry platoon sergeant. I am also a former public school teacher and school administrator. Some of the reasons why I'm running and what I will fight for as your state representative. I believe funding for public school education pre-K through 12 is inadequate. Currently, 11% of kindergarten children have to repeat kindergarten, which costs Michigan about $100 million a year. I am for small business tax breaks. As you know, small businesses are the job drivers in Michigan for new created jobs. Currently, there's about $36 billion worth of tax credits going out a year to large corporations. I think these tax credits should be audited and find out if they're still valid for the reasons they initially got them. Additionally, there's hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of vendors' contracts in Lansing that are not audited. I think an impartial board should be convened, review all these vendor contracts, and put them up for bid. As I mentioned earlier, I live on a 20-acre hobby farm. I don't profess to be a farmer, but in high school I did take 3 years of FFA, and I do understand some of the plights and concerns that family farmers do have in Michigan. I will be an advocate for family farmers in Lansing, and I encourage the farmers of the 100 District to consider endorsing my candidacy. Job creation and economic recovery is vital in Michigan. We need jobs. Jobs is critical. This is a very, very sluggish and weak economy in Michigan, and that's why I say that word business, if you put a small in front of it, is a good word. We need to encourage new businesses to move to Michigan, and by that I mean we should reduce and eventually eliminate the Michigan business tax. The Michigan business tax generates about $2.5 billion a year. The concern I have with eliminating the business tax, how are we going to offset that loss of revenue? One way perhaps is to expand the service tax. Currently it brings in about $1 billion a year. If the service tax is not expanded and the business tax is eliminated, we're still $1.5 billion in the hole. So economically, we're in a quandary here. Yes, we do want to cut business taxes, but then right now the state of Michigan last year, this year, and next year is using stimulus money to balance the budget. Eventually we know the stimulus money is going to be eliminated, and a lot of candidates running for office now, specifically state office, say we need a cut. We have been cutting for the last 8 years. There's less state troopers on the highways right now than 10 years ago. There's approximately 10,000 less state employees right now than it was 10 years ago. Look at our roads in Michigan. They're deplorable and deteriorating. Bridges, the same thing. Our school systems have cut and eliminated, privatized. Custodians, parapros, you name it. We cannot continue to cut our way out of this crisis we're in. Job creation, and I believe realistically looking at the $36 billion in tax credits that we currently have, plus bringing those vendor contracts up for review, could be a big plus. Currently, our state representative is termed out. He cannot run again for this position. So we are going to have a new state representative for the 100th district, and with your support, I hope of being that state representative. October 29th, 2008, the Muskegon Chronicle editorial board endorsed my candidacy over our current state representative, Jeff Hansen. I was proud of this endorsement, specifically of receiving it over a sitting state representative. As your state representative, I am committed to serving the people of Lake Newaygo in Oceana County. I'm concerned about Veterans Affairs. I'm concerned about family farmers. We're losing too much agricultural land to urban development or subdivisions. I'm concerned about our natural resources, and as a sidebar to that, I am opposed to water-placed windmills. I believe the wind power should be generated on land. Also, I believe in local control. That's at the township, the village, or the state or the county level. I don't believe the state should be able to override what we as taxpayers and voters in our townships or cities desire. I believe we should end lifetime health care benefits to state legislators. Currently, they only can serve 3 terms in Lansing. That is a total of 6 years. The average legislative year is 120 days. Now folks, where can you work for 6 years at 120 days a year and end up with a pension and full health care benefits the rest of your life? A lot of people are suffering in the 100th district in the state of Michigan, and I believe that the current benefits and retirement package is way too generous, and it should be scaled back, if not eliminated. Organizations I belong to. I belong to Whitetails Unlimited. I belong to the Bite Me Better Conservation Club. I belong to the UDT SEAL Association. I'm a member of the American Legion Post in Morley. I'm a member of the Fraternal Order of Eagles, and also I'm a member of the Michigan Corrections Organization, MCO. I'm going to give you a list of some of the endorsements I've received so far, and there's several more to follow. I'm endorsed by the Michigan State AFL-CIO. I'm endorsed by the UAW. I'm endorsed by the American Federation of Teachers, the Brotherhood of Electricians, Pipe Fitters, and the Pipe Fitters Union. As I receive additional endorsements, I will update this video and give you a real-time snapshot of my endorsements and what's happening with my candidacy. Buddy and I ask for your support and your vote in the general election November 2nd. Thank you very much.